During the month of April, we are celebrating first responders here at WCIA. Ryan had the opportunity to sit down with a father and son who have both devoted their lives to service.
That's right. I visited with the Urbana Fire Department and spent time with retired Fire Chief Mike Dilly and his son Craig, a lieutenant with the UFD. I had the honor to hang out at the station, ride in the truck, and observe some of the extensive training that they do on a regular basis. Take a look.
We have a kind of a slogan in the fire service is that when we show up, things should get better.
When it comes to firefighting, we are all very grateful to the brave men and women who put their lives on the line every day to keep their communities safe. But what is life like for these folks? Mike Dilly and his son Craig are both firefighters in Central Illinois. Craig grew up visiting his dad in the station and is now following in his father's footsteps. They both sat down with me to give some perspective on life in the station.
Deep down inside, being a fireman was always the thing that ultimately I wanted to be. And I think like every little kid, you idolize your dad and you want to be like him. I've always played team sports. You know, I was fortunate to play baseball and football for a lot of years, and I like the team sport aspect, and that is the epitome of this job, like the team sports. Everyone's counting on you to do your job, you're counting on everyone else, and you don't want to let people down, and I enjoyed that part of it.
Craig is a career firefighter in Urbana. He spends part of every week living in the fire station.
Yeah, so a career fireman is exactly what it sounds like. This is what I do for a living. So I work a 24-hour on, 48-hour off schedule. My 24 hours, I live here at the fire department. That entire 24 hours, I am on call. Anytime a call comes in, whether that's daytime, nighttime, dinner time, we head out the door when a call comes in. This is what I will do with my life for somewhere between 20 and 30 years. It's a career. Like, it's what I do for a living.
Mike is a retired fire chief whose career spans over 40 years. He's currently volunteering with departments in Sidney and Homer.
A volunteer firefighter is somebody who usually lives in the community that they volunteer in, and that they're willing to spend their time, be subjected to not so comfortable circumstances at times, and still want to come and do this job on a volunteer basis. They don't get paid for it, and want to spend the hours training, and then want to be around it. And there's, Craig mentioned it earlier, there's some camaraderie at this station that people they work with. There's also camaraderie in the volunteer services, and that you actually form lifelong friendships with people that you volunteer with. And if I could put it this way, you guys are in the mix together. You're together crawling down that smoky hallway to put that fire out. That develops some camaraderie and some friendship that is really strong.
The community and camaraderie among firefighters is like a wartime bond. But it's not all fires and flashing lights when it comes to the daily work.
We really have more of a structured workday within our standard 24-48 schedule. We have days set aside that we're doing inventory of our apparatuses, making sure all of our meds are in date, making sure our tool works. You know, with the technology, everything is ran by batteries now. Part of that's just making sure our batteries are charged for everything. We're washing out our bays. You know, at least one day a week we're doing training. You know, we have training on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That guarantees that at least every shift once a week gets a training day. Fridays, EMS training. You know, I think most people are starting to realize that this job is much more EMS based than it is fire based. So every Friday we're training EMS. And Sundays are a family day. You know, we will definitely go out and answer any calls that are dispatched to us, but it's also a day to kind of hang out with your brothers and sisters and have a fun day.
One of the things, and Craig will say this too, I'm sure, is that I never felt like I had a job because I couldn't wait to get to work. In fact, and he still does, I came in sometimes an hour, 45 minutes before the shift started because I wanted to be here. I wanted to be around the guys and the gals. I wanted to be on the job. I loved what I did. I never felt like I hated the job, and that's part of it. And you never really feel like you have a job because you enjoy what you do.
I want to thank the Urbana Fire Department for letting us spend time with them. Some of the training footage that you saw is from live exercises performed at the Illinois Fire Service Institute here in Champaign. Next week, we'll dig in a bit deeper into some of the inherent dangers of the job and how advances in technology and safety protocols have made firefighting much safer.
If you are interested in volunteering or a career in firefighting, you can find more information on our website, ciLiving.tv.